Hi guys, Brenda from Entrepreneurship School, and with the economy gradually opening up, I'm going to focus in June on building your business after lockdown, specifically focusing on steps to reposition your business for growth. Now, obviously things are changing and times are different, and we're seeing a lot of changes in the industries and the markets, and I want to encourage you guys that you need to stay updated with the changes. Don't get stuck on how things used to be, but rather move forward to how things are going to be when things get back to normal. And there's this great book that was written by Dr. Spencer Johnson, Who Moved My Cheese, and I encourage that you read this book because it will help you to actually move from the past into the future. Right, now in the famous words of Winston Churchill, never let a good crisis go to waste. So obviously we're dealing with a pandemic, we're dealing with an economical problem in South Africa where the economy basically came to a shutdown, and I want to encourage you to not let this crisis go to waste. It is possible for you to reposition your business during this crisis, to actually take the market and to take territory in the market. An interesting story about an entrepreneur who didn't let a crisis go to waste is J. Paul Getty. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with J. Paul Getty, but it is one of the richest guys in the 60s and 70s, and he was the owner and founder of the Getty Oil Company. And in 1930, Paul Getty received an inheritance of $500,000, and during that time it was in the middle of the Great Depression, so the stocks were at their lowest and the confidence in the economy and the future of business was really at an all-time low. But that didn't stop Paul Getty. He took that $500,000 and he invested into oil, and he bought all the oil stocks that he could get his hands on. And as soon as the market recovered, Paul Getty became a billionaire in 24 hours. And his motto was, I buy when others are selling. So as entrepreneurs, as business owners, we should be accustomed to crises in our lives and in our businesses. It shouldn't be anything new or anything weird. And as entrepreneurs, we should understand better than anybody else to buy when other people are selling. So I want to encourage you, and I want you to change your mindset from being fearful to start looking for opportunities and see what possibilities are out there for your business and how you can reposition your business for growth. And in the words of Henry Ford, whether you think you can or can't, you are right. So guys, in the next couple of weeks, I'll focus firstly in video number 1 on assessing the impact of lockdown on your business. And I will show you certain steps and certain strategic moves to pinpoint the right information that you need in order to assess how the market is changing. Rather than focusing on the competitors and the competition, I want to encourage you to focus on your market because you know your market better than anyone else. And there's a lot of noise in the media and social media, and everybody is blasting their opinions all over the place. And I want to encourage you to shut out the noise and focus on what's really important. In the second video, I'll focus on the concept of selling to your market. The last thing you want to do now is to miss the market and to not understand why people are buying. So I'll give you certain steps and strategic moves on selling to your market, and that's really important because you need to sell successfully in order to keep cash flow coming into the business, to keep your doors open. And in the last video, I'll focus on service accessibility. How accessible is your service to your target market? And you should use this pandemic and this lockdown as an indication of how accessible your product or your service are. So we're going to take a look in video number 3, and I'm going to give you some key principles that you need to apply in order to make it accessible for people to use your product or service regardless if there's a lockdown or not. So guys, don't miss out. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram and LinkedIn to be sure to stay up to date with all the content that I will be releasing. Also check out our blog. I've written an article on this topic, repositioning your business for growth, and I'll see you guys in the next video.